when we talk about any budget, not just this budget, any budget, the expectations are high, and at times, once the budget is delivered, we have many a time seen that we are very quick to say either it's a populist budget, or it's a prudent budget, or this is a tight budget. When it comes to the expanse of India, what do you perceive with the changing times, with India marching ahead to become the third largest economy? There is a set 5 trillion economy target also for the country. Do you believe that we are on the right path, and the budgetary allocation to different sectors is also in sync with that bigger picture?
No, so far the government is on the right track. Now we have to wait and see what are the proposals the finance minister will make when she presents the budget at 11 o'clock. But as he said, that keeping in view the country's target of emerging as the 5 trillion economy, and also their ambition of becoming a third largest economy in the next couple of years, there are many reforms measures are expected. Because especially, whatever the measures the government has done, they are on the right track. But still, some more things have to be done, especially in the context of agriculture reform, which they tried, and because of whatever the reason, whether it is political or because of the security reason, the government had to back out from that. In fact, the Prime Minister was very frank when he said that I could not convince a small section of the farmers, but otherwise that is very much recommended. Even in the economic survey, I think they are diplomatic, because they pointed out the problem, like when they point out that the food inflation is one of the major challenges we have to face. And in that context, they rightly pointed out that even the storage facilities or the improving the supply chain, all these things they are rightly mentioned, but they avoided mentioning what are the corrective measures are required, because whichever the government, we used to criticize that there is always a gap between the economic survey and the budget, because at least as far as the economic survey is concerned, the government, whichever the government that may be, they come out with the prescriptive measures, though they may not be able to implement it when they present the budget. So here also, when they mentioned, it is a diagnostic, when they pointed out that the problems the agriculture sector is facing, and consequently, we have to face the food inflation, which will be a threat, which was pointed out even by the RBI also. That is why they are hesitating to cut down the repo rate, mainly keeping in view the expected food inflation. So, at least from the economic survey point of view, they could have mentioned that agriculture reform is called for. At least it could have what called led to the debate among the experts as well as the policymakers. It is a political decision for the government to take call on that. But I expect that at least the government intend to do it. That, but keeping in view the present what we call the strength of the government, we have to see.
Right.
But had it been the majority government like last 2 terms, I was quite sure that at least during the 3rd term he would go ahead in implementing. But now we have to wait and see with them. And there are also other reforms measures like land acquisition. We have been giving a lot of encouragement to the manufacturers, and the investors are encouraged. But when it comes to transmit these policy intentions into the action, ultimately the investors, whether it is a public investment or even the private investor, without the land, how do you invest? You require the land. But acquisition of the land is not that easy, especially after the Land Acquisition Act of 2013, which I feel it is a panic reaction by the then government against the agitation going on at the different parts of the country because of faulty implementation of the special economic zone. So that is also another issue, though Modi government tried to amend that in the beginning.
Right, right, Mr. Jagdish.
They keep on carry on.
Don't miss out. Follow One India for real-time updates.